Hello, my people, and welcome to Mommy Mondays. All right, I hope you can hear me. Hopefully, I don't have to shout too loud, but considering my laptop speaker recording thing is a little uh, weak, and I don't feel like grabbing my microphone, I'm in the process of cooking dinner. So it is Friday at 4:24 p.m., and I'm also playing a really cool game on my phone. So if you see me looking down a lot, that's fine. Anyways, so basically, I had to cut Mommy Monday short on Wednesday's vlog, which should have been uploaded on Monday. Basically, because, Izzy, when you have kids, obviously. But, okay, so here's the bump picture really fast. You probably can't see in my shirt, but here's the... So yes, this is almost the end of 20 weeks, and that's from having an anterior placenta at 20 weeks. I look kind of small, but also compared to triplets, of course, I'm going to look pretty small. Dinner tonight is going to be hamburger helper. Let's see, what am I making? I'm making this for dinner right now. 3 boxes because, we have a lot of mouths to feed and the babies will love it. Anyways, basically, we just got done today, running around doing a lot of errands. The babies had a dentist appointment yesterday. It was supposed to be Trenton and Isabel, but they ended up doing all 3 of them because my appointment was this morning, and one of the babies couldn't be back with me when I did mine, and I'd have x-rays done. Yes, you can do x-rays when you're pregnant, but they couldn't do all the x-rays of my teeth this morning. They only did the back. And if I remember when I'm editing this video, I try not to edit my mommy vlogs, but when I have stuff that I kind of need to add in, I kind of do tend to edit. If I remember, I will insert the picture of the x-rays, because I did take a picture of them. And in case you're curious, you probably are like me and have no idea what you're looking at, but I find it fascinating. Babies, teeth are perfect. All of them are doing, me and Jim are doing great on brushing our teeth. Keep it up. I didn't tell them that we don't floss. I mean, okay, if you have toddlers or have had toddlers, let me know if you have flossed your children's teeth, or when you did start flossing your children's teeth. I personally know I should. Everybody should floss their teeth. I understand why. And honestly, I don't. I did tell the dentist that. I said, honestly, I just don't. But anyways, we do brush your teeth every single night. There are some nights where we just cannot possibly fathom brushing your teeth. And I told the dentist that, and they said, skipping like one night, every great once in a while is not going to like harm them too much at this age. But they said try to keep up on it. So obviously, anyways, so the baby's teeth all look perfect. They're all great. The only thing that they said is that Trenton may or may not need braces in the future because his teeth are growing in slightly crooked, but they're not going to be short until his teeth fall out and his adult teeth grow in, because they don't have their back molars yet. So, but Trenton definitely has most of the teeth. And I think they said Isabel has the better of all 3 of them of teeth. And I said, that's funny because she's the one who's the pickiest of brushing her teeth. They wanted to keep the sunglasses on that they gave them. They didn't give them sunglasses. Basically, they had a bright light that they had to shine in their mouth to see into their mouth. So they put sunglasses on them so the bright light wouldn't, affect their eyes. And, excuse me. And Millie and Trenton wanted to keep the sunglasses. I'm like, babies, we have 1,000 at home, so we're not going to keep them. Let me get down my pasta strainer here and put some tin foil in this thing. Hold on here. I had to put tin foil down in this thing to catch the hamburger grease. and I strain it in a pasta strainer because it's easier that way. All right, while I am pouring the milk in the pan here, basically the babies were great. They actually don't need to have x-rays done on their teeth or go back to the dentist. I think they said until they grow their molars. They didn't really give me a date, so I'm just going to go from there. But they said definitely make sure to keep up with the good job that we're doing already with brushing your teeth and try to floss them better. With my dentist, which was this morning, they said I only had like 3 very, very minor cavities that are just starting. My back wisdom teeth are coming in, which I already knew because I think I talked about this when I was in prison, that they caught them, and at my age, that is very rare for wisdom teeth to come in. They did say that I will have to definitely get the bottom right-hand side removed, only because if I don't remove it, it's not like an emergency, like I need to do it like ASAP, but I do have to do it like within the next year, they've recommended, because if I don't, it could create a pocket. Food could build up in it, and it can create a pocket full of like fluid. And excuse you, what are you doing? And that could affect the gums and a lot of other dental stuff. So I have this molar, this wisdom tooth. They recommended getting both of them pulled at the same time, at least this one first. My top ones, they said it's up to them to see, but these are not poking through at all. They're not even anywhere near poking through, so I may not have to remove them. And if they do start poking through, obviously I have to get those removed. They said go ahead and book the appointment. You cannot do that surgery while pregnant, but they're so far backed up with appointments that if by the time I book it, I will probably already have the baby, because she said that they're backed up to at least September. So I'm going to go ahead and tomorrow call the surgeon, and then I'm going to ask them about if there's a copay or anything with Medicaid. The closest place, the only bad thing, sorry, there's an ant on my ceiling, which is not good. Squirrel brain. The only bad thing about the oral surgeon that takes Medicaid is that it's an hour away. It's in Goldsboro. So that kind of sucks, but that's okay. That's who she recommended. The cavities, she can fill while I'm pregnant. That's no problem. I do need a teeth cleaning, which is fine. I already knew that. I already want one. So I have that booked for the end of this month. This tooth here, this front tooth here, if you guys see, you probably can't see in this camera, but my gum is actually receding. So I was concerned with that. I started doing it over the years. And she said that just could be like a genetics thing. It could be like, whatever. But she also said that it could have been the toothbrush that I was using that was too harsh, because I was using medium toothbrushes for a while. She said, don't ever use a medium toothbrush. Always use a soft one. So now I know. That is something that is optional, that I can either do a graft for it, or I could just keep up with regular cleanings and just go from there, which I'm going to keep up with regular cleanings. But then my top tooth, if you guys could see that at all, years ago I chipped my tooth, got it repaired twice. Since then it's chipped. That's another optional thing, that if I want to have it repaired, I can do that. I told her, I said, I will do anything that Medicaid will pay for. So honestly, whenever we do decide to have an actual wedding, I would like my teeth, at least this one, fixed. But there's always Photoshop, so I'm not too worried about it. I just want my gums and my teeth healthy and everything else. Other than my 3 minor cavities, she said that my teeth look great. Plus, this tooth, if you can see it, it's kind of forward. When I was younger, I had perfectly straight teeth. I never needed braces or anything. She said as you get older, your jaw starts to go, move inward. So over the years, it could have pushed this tooth out, and that's what's causing it. And she said that it is an option if I really wanted to do like braces to get it straightened out. But I mean, I'm not really worried about it. As long as my tooth doesn't fall out, I don't care. So basically, what I'm doing is I have April 29th, I have a teeth cleaning, and then I will go ahead and book my appointment for the cavities to be fixed because they are obviously booked up. I will call the oral surgeon tomorrow, tell them that I'm pregnant and I'm due in August, and see what they can do to schedule me from there. And then the two optional things, like fixing this tooth and fixing the bottom tooth, I can figure that out later. Teeth cleanings are every 6 months, which is great, so I can keep up with that, no problem. And then, let's see, what else? So this morning, I feel really bad for the kids because we actually just got home about an hour ago, like literally like an hour ago. The babies have been in the car since pretty much almost 8 o'clock this morning, I want to say. And I say that because we just haven't had time to come home. Because, let's see, my appointment was at 8:30, and then we had to go from there. We had to go to get the permits for my mom's shed. And then we had to go to, where else did we have to go? I had to go get the septic repair application to send that in. Then we had to go to, we looked at her car that she's currently at, hopefully it's there at the lot still. Nobody got it. It's a minivan. Cause she, is going to buy another car cause her car is going down. Then I had to, my probation appointment was at 2. Here's a funny thing. So, I paid my probation fees. That's what I was going to say. My probation fees. I did call them. You can't make a payment on the phone, which kind of sucks. And like, for some reason, my, case number is still not pulling up online. They said that sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's just their system in Pender County. It's stupid. They hate it, but no problem. So I paid, a big amount on one, and then the normal amount that I can only pay on my other one. So when I looked at my receipt, it still said that I owed this amount. And I was like, I made a payment before this, so it should be lower than that. So I found my receipt. I'm going to take it in there. Next time I make a payment, I'm going to say, hey, I made this payment in cash. And I'm also going to hand it to my PO, so that way she can maybe go to the court and fix it. I'm letting them do the legal stuff. So that's taken care of. I made a payment with that. Now I'm like really super broke. I got some more Temu items. What's great is that Temu, I know people are on the fence with Temu. I understand because it's from China and there's a whole thing with Trump in China. I'm not going to get into politics or China. Just know that I personally shop at Temu, okay? Okay. Now that we've established that, Temu has been a little bit behind on some of their items. Not all of them. I have received a bunch of my items on time. There's only 3. Well, there's one order of 4 items, and then there's 2 other single items that I'm waiting on. But that's okay. I'm not worried about it. It will be taken care of. With that being said, Temu, I did notice that no, the taxes or the shipping has not gone up because of the tariffs. So if anybody's worried about buying anything from these cheap companies like me, like Shinshen, which I am still, I will still buy from. I just haven't found anything yet on there. But I'm shopping I've stopped shopping for pregnancy stuff. I'm done shopping for pregnancy stuff. I have enough of that. Because I keep thinking I'm going to be bigger than what I am because I was pregnant with triplets. But now I'm trying to put everything in my wish list for wedding items and pricing those out because I want to start stocking up on those. Because my personal idea is that we get married next June, but we've been saying this for how many years now? If you guys look back in one of my playlists, I have a wedding video. It's not the best wedding video, to be honest. I really need to make an updated one and I was going to say Photoshop it, edit it better to where you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. That's on my list of things to do. Basically, long story short, for today, I feel very accomplished. I got a lot of things done. My mom got a lot of things done. Things are moving forward. Hopefully next month I will be done with tasks, which I shouldn't even be on anyways. But whatever, I'm on it. I paid $50 to basically take 4 drug screens. Like literally, I'm not in any substance abuse classes or anything like that. I literally paid $50 to take 4 drug screens. But that's okay. I'd rather do that and pass all of them than have anything else happen. It's really not that big of an inconvenience because being pregnant, you have to pee a lot, especially like the more I get along. Um, if you see me spazzing or wearing this, it is literally like so hot in this house. The babies, once they came home, I immediately filled up the bins full of water so they could go swimming. They were more than excited to get out of the car. They actually did really, really well in the car, surprisingly. They took a nap. They fed them some chicken nuggets from Wendy's and fries. I got them some light lemonade, so that was a huge treat for them. And I mean, they only cried a little bit when I got out of the car. But other than that, that's, I think, the update for today. Tomorrow, my only plan is to have them go swimming, and I really don't have a plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I really don't have a plan. Oh, I said it was Friday today. It's Thursday. I'm sorry. It's Thursday today. Okay, well, on that note, until later on. All right, bye.